Hello everyone, the incredible shrinking bearded man here. I got a quick video today. I've had a lot of questions recently asking about how I persevered and how I overcame the failures all the time and what really got me going and to the point where I got to where I'm at now. And I want to say that it's very interesting because I have failed and started and failed probably at least a good 100 times. And at least, I mean, there's so many times I've literally just like sucked at it. Like, I didn't give it my all. I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't like ready for the change, whatnot. And, you know, it's hard though. I mean, because you get very complacent in what you're doing. And it's not only that, but the crappy foods that you eat, like when you start going off of it, it's just like withdrawal from any drug where, you know, your body's just craving it. And like, even if you go like a month, once you eat that crappy food, like your body just craves it again and craves it again. So, the main thing that helped me out is just being consistent and making sure that I was making the right choices. You can't really have that great of success if you're only half-assing it. And I know that's not something most people want to hear, but it's the truth though, is because, you know, it's like, for instance, like, say you want to save up money and you start putting money in the bank, but every time you put money in the bank, you want to borrow it on the weekend. And then you're always broke by the time payday comes again. And it's the same thing. Like, you can make really amazing choices through the week, which is what I try to do. I'm a little more lax on the weekends, but there was many times I either went like hardcore for 3 months and then just like derailed for 3 months, or I went, I did really good through the week and then just completely derailed on the weekend. And my derailing, anytime I derailed, it basically canceled out everything I did. I mean, of course, it's good training to do good through whenever we do actually do good. But, I mean, it's consistency. It's overplaying the odds, I guess you could say, to where, like, if you're eating really clean 80% of the time and you got that 20% of crap, just when you're doing that 20%, make sure you're like really not going overboard. I mean, because we derail all the time, like, often. But practice makes perfect, and that's the point I want to make is, you make sensible decisions for quite a while, and then all of a sudden, you derail for a little bit. The main important thing is when you derail, get the hell back on that train. That's the whole thing right there. Is I've done it so many times where, like, I did really good for even like a year, and then I had like a 6-month period where I just completely gained back everything I did and then some, or everything I lost and then some. And then and then I was kicking myself in the ass about it afterwards, and then all of a sudden it was like I'm depressed because I screwed up. And it goes back to the whole thing of the whole, like, feeling a sense of accomplishment as well. Like, your inner critic really loves having a sense of accomplishment. So, like, when you do really good for like a month, tell yourself, set a goal, even if it's like a day. Like, I'm gonna eat clean for a day, or I'm gonna eat clean for a week, or I'm gonna eat clean for a month. I've done that so many times where, like, like month of April, I'm going 100% hardcore and clean. And I know it sounded really stupid at the time, but I think it really did help though, because it was training myself to get to where I want. And like last weekend, especially Saturday, I went to a concert. I completely derailed Saturday, completely. But you know what I did though? Sunday, I did fasting till like 4 o'clock. I ate super clean the next day. I got some exercise in. And here today's Tuesday, and I feel just about as good as I did Friday. But I'm a little bloated because I ate a lot of rice and beans yesterday. But that's besides the point, though. And one major thing I do want to say, though, is like, it doesn't matter where you're at on your journey, if you're at the start, if you're in the middle, if you're at the very end, which, your journey never actually really ends, because then you got to maintain and everything. But so for so long I was so concerned about the scale numbers, and like if anything went up a little bit I freaked out, and if anything, you know, if it didn't, like I was literally weighing myself like 3-4 times a day, and it became very, very obsessive. Like I've only literally weighed myself twice in the last like 3-4 months now, and I absolutely attribute or credit whatever the hell I'm trying to say, I actually believe that that has really helped me out by just ditching the scale. And I do jump on it about once every month or two, you know, just to see where I'm at, and usually it's the same, which I'm also building muscle and lifting weights, so you know, of course but your body is 60% water, and it's gonna fluctuate. Like if you can just imagine like a bucket that's like 60% full, like, and say for instance it's just gonna be a constant, like it's gonna go down a little bit, it's gonna go up a little bit, it's gonna go down a little bit, it's gonna go up a bit. But if you do consistent, you know, if you're being really good consistently, it's gonna slowly go down, and it's slowly gonna go down. Now your water weight's gonna stay the same as far as who you are, but then your fat's gonna go away. Like I would recommend at least about once a month. If you really feel like you need to weigh yourself, do it once a month, and just concentrate on how clothes are feeling. Pay close attention to how you look in the mirror. Pay more attention to those two things instead of just a stupid scale number, because like I said, 60% water, you're gonna fluctuate. I could literally gain 15-20 pounds of bloat over one weekend if I'm really stupid. So, you know, and that's not 15-20 pounds of fat either, you know, it's just because I got tons of crap in my belly, and it's probably high sodium to the point where I'm holding on to water a little more. There's just so many factors that can come into play with scale numbers. Just stop already. Just quit paying attention to it, and just focus on eating healthy. Focus on helping out, you know, like changing your mental health, self-care, all that stuff, and everything will get so much better. Just focus on healthy choices. That's all you gotta do, you know. And if you goof up, oh well, get back on that horse that next day, man, because it's all worth it. You know, even if you fail for like a month and then all of a sudden you get your shit together finally, that's better than going a year without getting your shit back together. So, you know, and I want to stress that as much too, is like, just, you know, educate yourself, put yourself out there, do it. You know, you don't even have to tell anybody. Just decide to make the changes and just go with it. And eventually people be like, hey, well, hey, you're looking slimmer, you're looking healthier, what are you doing, you know? And then you can tell them, hey, you know, blah, 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 blah. You know, and I don't know if you noticed or not here on the page, I'm not really preaching the veganism as much. I'm completely 100% vegan still. But, you know, it's like, there's other things out there. If you really, really can't give up the meat, limit it. You know, if you really can't give up the cheese, limit it. If you, all this stuff, like even processed foods, you want a Pop-Tart once in a while, do it. Just don't eat a bunch of them every day. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend eating them any day, but I mean, if it's something that you absolutely need to do, or go out and just get a healthier option, you can always do that too, you know. I mean, if you want a Pop-Tart, if you want something sweet, go out and get some granola or something like that. You know, I mean, that's what I do anymore. I just, you know, it's a little bit of oil and sugar in it, but it's a hell of a lot better than eating a Pop-Tart or 2 or 4 or 20 or whatever. But I'm going to keep this short. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share the hell out of everything that I do. I love the feedback. I love the positivity. I love the, you know, everybody paying it forward a little more. I love that. Find me on Instagram, Incredible Shrinking Bearded Man. Facebook is where I'm most active at, The Incredible Shrinking Bearded Man. I might actually be starting a Twitter account tonight, which I'm going to be doing a little bit of little nuggets of my what's in my brain, which I don't know how this is going to go. I've never been on Twitter. Well, I've been on Twitter with my personal account, not for this. So that's going to be a new thing too. I'm going to try to branch out a little bit. Hopefully that name's going to be the same, The Incredible Shrinking Bearded Man. But anyways, take care, keep kicking ass, and I'll catch you guys later.